Hey, can you guys do me a favor? My wife doesn't believe I'm actually doing something productive, and you guys are all here, so can I just get you all to like put your hands in the air and scream really loud? You know what, I got the new iOS and it didn't even fucking do it, so can you guys do it?
Everyone scream Last Pirate, so it's my
now, can you do it one more time? Come on, yeah! What is this? I owe you all a drink.
Yeah.
That's like 10 beers.
It's just a dick. I don't know why you guys are making a big deal of this.
Should we introduce ourselves?
Are we ready? Are we starting?
Are we starting? I think we're good.
All right.
Hey, Chris, do you want to start, Chris?
Yeah. Hey, everybody. I'm Chris. I make Leo and Satan, Hellbenders, Dragon's Ball P. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Rodrigo, aka El Cid, and I make a lot of cartoons. What's your name, Rodrigo?
Hey, I'm Spazkid. I made cartoons one time, like 9 months ago.
My name's Ross, Rubber Ninja. I make cartoons. Okay, cool.
I'm Rice Fired. I'm a voice actor and animator. Zach.
I am Igor after I made the Awesome series and recently Luigi's Ballad, and I'm here.
I'm Stamper. I made things, and I narrated Battle Block Theater, so that's cool. I haven't made a cartoon in like 9 years, so I'm on an animation pad. I needed an ace. I needed something to say. Why?
All right, so what happens next?
Is this a Q&A panel? What are we doing?
Yeah. So if you guys have questions, go ahead.
Do a thing. Yo, that's good.
Oh, there, do it in the red hat right there. You go. You just took it off. You're holding it.
Okay. Hi. This is a question for Ross.
Oh, hey, man.
Hey, Ross.
Hey.
Love your stuff since Newgrounds days.
Thank you.
Great animator.
Thank you.
Very excited about the channel relaunch.
Yes.
And interested in going back to doing more gamers.
Yes. Woo! Actually, it might be my focus of this year. Yeah. It might be my focus. I'm thinking about it. Yeah.
Okay. Let's ask the
Yeah, what's up?
For everyone?
I'm starting.
I'm hoping that.
What's he doing?
A cartoon. I swear to fucking God. Just give me a little bit, and actually to be more organized because like I don't know, like I don't want to sob story make everybody cry, but there was a problem last year obviously, and this year I'm back on track, so I have like a huge schedule set up, so I'm gonna be like really smart. I'm at my pocket projectors. It look cool, but. So I have an idea. Obviously, you guys saw the cartoon I put it in, well, 4 months ago. But I'm gonna release that. But I kind of have a schedule thing I want to do, and this wasn't really my question. So.
Oh, that's good.
That's good.
What was the question again?
What are your goals for next year? This year?
This year? Next year? I don't even know. Let's
This year.
Okay, this year. fancy guys. That family course.
I am gonna get my shit together. I run a company with my wife, so I'm a busy guy. But I want to. You guys are fucking talking over me. Okay. No, but to get my shit together and take it more seriously. You guys probably know this because you guys watch a lot of YouTube stuff, but I don't know if you know, on the back end things have been kind of wonky. Like they've been changing the way ads work and how views work and all that shit, and it's made it kind of hard for people to commit to making content. But it seems like things are kind of leveling out, and some people are trying to figure out ways to not just depend on YouTube while still maintaining and making content. So I think that's kind of the goal, is to stop making excuses about not uploading and just making more stuff. And yeah, so I think that's the goal for 2014, to actually have a schedule. It's dangerous to ever promise anything, obviously, but there's no reason why this year shouldn't be fucking amazing. From all of us, right?
That's what I said last year. What you said?
Hellenders.
Me too.
Just to make more cartoons. There haven't been very many cartoons about me this year, and I want that to change. Well, I mean last year, but this year, it's different. And I want to do something a little bit longer, like 11 minutes, maybe. Did I just do myself? Sweet.
I'll try to keep it. Me and Chris and Zach just kind of started a company.
Yeah!
That's our goal. I mean, he just said Hellbenders, but and I'm gonna try to quit smoking.
Yeah!
Well, not really that hard, I'm just gonna I quit smoking every day for like 8 hours. And quit smoking, drink more.
What about you guys, Chris and Rodrigo?
Oh yeah. What? Sorry.
Go for it. I just want to make good stuff with Snapper and Zach. That's it. I just want to make like something big, and while making something big, make something really shit.
Wait, I want to...
Okay, how?
Well, it's like, actually, we were discussing this in the car.
Yeah.
It's not thing, but me, Zach, Chris, want to make like a cartoon musical with like 5 songs or something. And I think it's cool. Is anyone a fan of musicals?
You guys,
Or you
me?
talking about like Fantasia or something? Like where they make like sports or oh, you that's like really musical parts. Yes.
So I'm probably just gonna make more cartoons, and I want to do some more live action stuff, just because it's a nice change in pace. And yeah, gonna try to do something once a month, I guess. But yeah, that's it for me.
What's this part?
No,
Okay, I guess I'll pick. Hold up a thing, makes it easier. Can't even make out what those things are. What's that coconut hat? It's a helmet.
It's a donkey hat.
Oh, I thought it was a coconut.
Well, it was like on and off, so I want to say like it was almost like a year in production, because we've been working on Starbomb for over a year. So yeah, it just Whenever it's like, oh man, it took like 7 months, it's like, really? Like it's 2.5 minutes long, but like it was on and off, so I was working on it and not working on it, and then I had a team working on it, so.
Who's picking questions? Is it just me?
iPhone, girl.
What studio?
Oh, cool. I picked her, by the way. I picked her, so.
Oh, ask Rod.
Yeah, I have a little bit of that. I was actually at DreamWorks for about 2.5 years when I first started. And that was a learning experience, I'll say that much. I knew it wasn't for me, just because, you know, there's a reason that we're all up here. We like to have our own slant when we tell stories or whatever. And then Aaron and I were actually at Fox for a little bit, working on TV stuff. And yeah, in both situations, it was cool to learn and see how like the inside of the beast works. But yeah, at the end of the day, it's just a lot more satisfying to kind of, you know, build your own audience and make yourself laugh. And yeah, so. That said, Titmouse, you guys make really, you guys do awesome stuff. You guys are a rare studio in terms of the content. It's not just rehash memes and, you know, whatever Minecraft pokey fart shit. So
it really depends on like what you want to do. Because when you work in a studio, like you're basically saying like I really like to animate. Like, you're not saying like I want to tell my own stories. I want to tell my own jokes. Like yeah. Like it's and that's like really admirable to like want that. Like there's a part of me that really likes animation, but the bigger part of me wants to like do what's before the animation and after the animation. So yeah. What was the question exactly? Oh, cool. Thanks.
Thanks for not mentioning us and just him. Now I regret calling on you. Fuck Titmouse. Your cartoons suck.
You jelly rice pirate? You mochi pirate? Glutinous pounded?
Just point everybody out and tell them how much they suck and just make everyone leave.
We'll do that tonight.
It's you. Yes, you. With the DVD. With the DVD. Yeah. I didn't know if it was an iPad or a DVD or something. It's Eternal Darkness Sandy's record. Yeah.
Ooh, good choice.
Sorry. Okay.
Good.
Good.
For all of you, do you have a specific process for comedy styling? Because you all sort of have a really...
Wait, hold on. Yeah, wait. Me and Corey can answer this one really quick. Alright, so, like, we're sitting at IHOP, and it's like, oh, this is a hilarious idea. And then what he does is like, okay, this needs to happen, and here's the punchline. And then I go into the booth, and I just fill shit in. So it doesn't matter, as long as you get to the end result, like just making somebody laugh at that bottom part there. You see how my hands went like that? That's our thing. It's kind of like, I think organic comedy works the best where you, like, you know, anybody in this room can watch something and be like, oh, this is scripted as shit, and why am I watching this? Because it's just painful because somebody, like, painstakingly wrote stuff out. But so long as you get to your bottom line, like the punchline that you have, then it doesn't matter how you get there. So long as you get there. So, like, that's, at least for me and Corey, that's how we do it. Like, we have a joke and we want to get there and then we do it.
For me, if like the brainstorming session is hilarious and we're on the ground laughing, like Hans and I sometimes brainstorm, and if we're like wiping tears at the end of it, we're like, okay, we'll animate this. That's usually a good sign. But yeah, it's hard though because like animation takes so long, so by the end of it, you kind of forget that feeling, and you're like, geez, I hope it's still funny, you know, because you get so close to it. But yeah, I just remember that brainstorming session. It's really important.
Usually when I'm animating something that I want to stay funny, I'll rough it out and I won't watch it back. Like, you know, like, you want to watch it back, like every little drawing you make, but like sometimes you just have to kind of let it flow. And then like, when there's enough, you can kind of watch it back and be like, ah, hey, that was the thing. Or you can look at it objectively and be like, oh, that didn't work very well, I should redo it. That's how I do it.
I'm not like a comedic genius, but normally if there's like a seed of an idea, like we all have like a funny thought, like you're hanging out with your friends, someone says something and it makes you all laugh. It doesn't even necessarily seem funny on the surface. But I just jot all those things down, and then sometimes I revisit them when I think that there's something that can be built out of it, and then try to build it out, and if it still doesn't have a punchline, let it sit for a while, come back to it, and then hopefully, you know, you come up with that finale. Trying to like.
That's really important too. Like when you get ideas, you should put them down. I don't know if that's good or bad yet, because we have like 50 scripts we're sitting on. Like,
well, no, that ends up happening. You have all these like half scripts and all these like little seeds of ideas that you never actually.
Well, at the same time, they're like your ideas, so they're really valid. They're really important.
And sometimes you end up getting a couple ideas, and they like.
Yeah, and then it just works.
One bigger idea.
So basically, we should all just be in sketch comedy, just like this fucking thing, and then like.
Give me your ideas. Yeah, absolutely.
Give me your ideas. Yeah. Maybe that's bad too, because you revisit like your old shit like 3 years later.
Well, I think you
like,
revisit it and it's still funny. No,
but
if it's funny after 3 years, like the idea, you're still like, oh yeah, then you're like still laughing. I really think you should definitely make it. You know?
Do you guys have like a person in your life that you try to freak out, and you know if they're kind of like not like they're weirded out by your stuff? You're like, I'm onto something. Yeah, perfect. Yeah. I deal with my mom. I'm like, look at this. She's like, what the hell? I'm like, sweet.
Ideas can just like come from nowhere too. All my ideas come from nowhere. Sorry, everything I say is like sex related, but like one time I was at my parents' house staying over, and it was like 5 in the morning and I couldn't sleep. So as you do, you jerk off. And I started thinking about Hermione Granger. And then in my head it was like, and then she started going like, and that's how that came. And then it was like, yes. It's happening. Sorry. The truth. Dude.
That's parents' house.
Who didn't answer so far?
Oh, I think I guess same deal. I mean, like you mentioned that you work on something for a really long time, and you're like, is this funny? I can't remember. And then eventually you get to this point where you're just like, I think it's done enough. And then you show someone, and then you're just like, oh, that's so funny. And then they laugh. You're just like,
yeah.
Shit. Like I showed you the Pokemon cartoon, and I was really nervous. And then you laughed, and I was like, oh.
Yeah, that's a really surreal process too. Because like when you're done and you show it to somebody, and then they half laugh at one part, and then like hard laugh at another part. And then you show it to somebody else, and that exact same thing happens. It's like, oh man, it's like it's weird because there's like different calibers of and then like and then like
It's also, So no, I was gonna say at the end of the day, like I feel like when you're creating content, you really do have to kind of make it for yourself to a degree. Obviously, you want to entertain people.
to a degree, you have to make it.
No, yes, but I mean, there's also an audience. Otherwise, I just make cartoons for myself. You know, it's like I don't need to show them.
You should never make content for people.
Understood. Which is no, I agree, absolutely. But that's what I'm saying, though. It's like when you watch it,
for all of us.
I'm not afraid.
even though you should be, you really should.
I'm
gonna hug you really hard.
I think he's saying more you need to like aim towards like a specific thing and then use your own voice.
Right, because at the end of the day, when you watch it, even if your friends view it or your colleagues view it, and they're not laughing hysterically, you inside still get a chuckle out of it. That's something that you go to the grave with. You know, you made that, you thought it was funny. Doesn't matter if everyone likes it or not. You know, if you want money, it does. But
if I did everything I wanted, it'd just be like weenies.
We would be okay with that. I'd just do it. Weenie bomb.
Slowly come into the frame. And be like,
you asked about the creative process. It's happening right in front of us. Next
try. I was aiming at something.
Should we do next question?
Yeah.
Yellow guy.
It's you.
That's an excellent question. I actually was for those of you guys who don't know, I started a Let's Play about a couple years ago, I guess. And it was fun while it lasted, but we decided to put it down and focus on our own stuff. But I talked to Chris literally like last week, and yeah, we wanted.
If you find it funny making a cartoon about
Here's the difference between you and me, Corey. Here's the difference between you and me. I don't think shit's funny. I think poop's funny.
It's very true. He's got you there.
Yeah, I think a lot of us started off without overanalyzing what we're doing. And so yeah, if you're just starting up, just do whatever your intuition says and go with that. Because I think a lot of us now are like, we tend to sort of overthink them sometimes,
Oh, yeah.
But at the top, we were just like, that's funny, and then yeah, we got results. So,
If you like writing situations and characters, you don't necessarily have to make the humor either. Like maybe you're better suited towards like serious stuff.
Yeah, that's very true too.
Don't be
But you don't have to like wedge yourself into comedy. I mean, it's all storytelling, really.
Yeah.
The whole image will entertain somebody. It doesn't matter.
I'm clearly drunk, so I'm totally talking. Like El Cid's Bonk cartoon, like if you don't want to do like jokey stuff, like El Cid's Bonk cartoon, like it was like super fucking animatic, crazy jump shit. It was cool, and I really want to do something like that, like super bad. And I don't necessarily want it to be funny. I was having like some idea of some guy running through fucking robots and jumping through shit and stuff, and like no comedy involved at all, just like to test my skills, like doing like angles and shit, and that's what I really want to do. So I mean, like you can just explore, because I don't know how old you are. How old are you? 21? I mean, I'm 23.
Never mind, it's too late.
You have like fucking 70 years to like, I think 70, I'm sorry, I don't know. But you have like a lot of time to just fucking make cartoons, and then you can like, if you're like, I don't really like doing this, then you do something where there's like, farts, and then you do that, and then you see if you like it, and you do it. It's all about exploring.
Of course, animate the shit. How many fucking times have we said farts and fuck in this conversation? This is the fart foot panel.
You want to be successful, just fart.
Plus like you can get super existential about it, which like is okay. You like just do what you like what makes you happy, because in the end, like you're a person and you should be proud of like what you do. Like if you're just kind of like trying to make something funny, but it's not necessarily like the thing that's like in your heart. Like you shouldn't do that.
You are who you choose to be. You choose. All right.
No, that's not my wishbone.
Oh, sorry. Did you have an answer? Nobody cares about wishbone.
Here's the wishbone, Corey.
Talking about.
loud sword.
Drugs. No, seriously, I have really bad ADD, and just recently I started taking medication for it again. I was like, oh my god, I have really bad ADD. Like, I got a lot of work done now.
Sometimes I just like a change of scenery. Just to change it up, and then I get excited about an idea. Yeah. Because it's easy to get in the same routine and not care.
I think if you do like the same shit over and over, you're gonna get bored, so just keep challenging yourself and trying to make yourself better.
Yeah, sometimes it's a new program or like a new technique for animation. Like you're doing 3D now, right?
Yeah, I was just trying to learn Maya, and it got me out of this slump, and now I'm just happy. Just making 3D wieners and stuff.
I've actually, like, on my time of not working and stuff, I've been practicing like all forms of anatomy and lighting effects and stuff, and I'm trying to get good at that. But I use live stream too. Like, I love to stream. I stream like every few days, and it's something. It's like I never, because I was like super like, I'm afraid people aren't gonna want to be here. But it's like I don't even like I'll stream when I'm fucking like literally dying of being drunk, which happens often. But like, so when I stream, it's just kind of like, it's nice because people are there, and even if it's like 10 people or 15 people, it's still fun. Like, I don't need a huge audience. It's just nice to have a few people there to watch me draw, because I feel pressured. Because if I fuck up, I feel like I'm somebody, like all those 12 people are looking over my shoulder, so I'm like, the shit the whole time. But it's training and like getting focused and also podcasts and those kind of things. Pretty much music, anything that will like you're just like you learn a new, like for instance, if you find a new genre of music you really like, look into that and you kind of look at the albums and listen to the bands and stuff and you get into that kind of music. It's really like there's tons of things that you can motivation stuff or watching people you look up to and their shit and you're like, oh,
Yeah.
Actually, one of the things that helped for a while was we've done it a while. We actually used a few animation bands. Oh yeah, you were then. We did the Mass Effect thing a long time ago. Remember that?
Let's do another one.
Yeah, we should do
Let's do another one.
Crazy, because we were like, what should we do? And we all came up with our own things independently. Like, none of us knew what we were going to be doing, so it was like everyone had their own thing.
Yeah.
And then we went into a room, we recorded them, and started working on them, and nobody was really allowed to look at each other's thing except for like small things. And we finally watched them back. It was really funny. So we think we need to do that again.
Yeah, we bounced off each other pretty well too.
Because that was so fun. I want to do that again.
As far as the slump and getting out of it, I would say 3 things work for me. One is Social Blade and looking at my numbers, so when they're really, really low, I get super motivated to make something. The other one is seeing my friends' content. You know, when I'm feeling in a slump and I see new cartoons and they're, you know, because these guys, there's enough of them now that there's regular content coming out. And yeah, not only is it healthy competition, it's inspiring, obviously, because you guys are all my role models and I love you and want to suck dicks. But and then the third one, that's how I have to say it. I can't say it genuinely because then it's like weird. And then the third one to get out of a slump is just to try a different style completely. You know, and that's because I'm still trying to find my own thing. Like a lot of these guys, like they're capable of many different styles, but they kind of have a style or a couple of styles that they use, and I still don't know what the hell I'm doing. So for me, it's just a matter of like, wow, I've never done something like that. Maybe that'll be fun to try, and that even if I'm in a slump, trying just something different. Just, you know, I can't be in a slump anymore because I'm constantly trying to learn and you know, make that thing work.
Disconnecting me, right?
Yeah.
Social media? Yeah.
Yep.
Just for a little bit, it helps.
It's not like that.
Sorry.
Well, we're in there.
Zach's trying to tell us apart.
It's fine, I don't want to do any more. I will like watch the stuff that I find funny, so I'll put like an Always Sunny or like South Park and just really kind of like, yeah, just make a list of stuff that you like and just watch it.
And why it's funny.
And why it's funny, yeah, break it down, but don't break it down too much because he looks fucking crazy. Drive yourself nuts.
I like it because the butt farts.
What parts? Yeah, that's.
I guess for me is definitely a lot of like watch what inspires you, but also something that nobody mentioned is like when you're working on something, like there's a lot of low points and like boring points which like make you unmotivated. So you just kind of have to like step back and like think about like what it is you want to do like right now. And then if it's like, oh, I want to draw a girl's butt, you're like, all right. And then you just like sketch out a girl's butt and you're like, hey, I like drawing again. And then you just go back to what you were doing. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So your solution of getting out of a slump is drawing butts?
Yeah.
Yes. No.
Well, because like you get into a slump because you don't want to do it anymore, right? If you like look inside yourself, like you're you're an artist, like you want to do something. And then you gotta think about what you want to do. And if it's drawing a pair of boobies that bounce around, then do it. And then when you're done, you'll be like, hey, I'm satisfied, I did that. Let's work on something else now.
I'm gonna try that now. See how it works out.
It's really tough though because like we're in this weird transitional period where like pretty much everybody at this table right now, like they do all their art, all their animation, all their voices, all their music more than likely, all their sound, and they put it all together. So it's easier to get into a slump really when you don't have people to rely on. There's probably a lot of people in this room that do the same thing. Like it's like they're like a one-man show, and that's pretty unheard of. Like nowadays. Like I kind of so like when you do get into a slump, it's fucking crushing, dude. Like it's just bearing down. It's like you don't really even have to do it. It's like something that you're releasing to people because you want to, but it can be like really bad.
But I think that's why you do need to have your peers around you and stuff like that.
You do.
They're constantly reminding you. They're like, hey, what happened to that cartoon? Or you know, that scene wasn't good, or that was a funny joke. And you're like, really? Because I've been drawing it for 5 months.
And that's true too. Like gets out of your mind. And then, like, you also need your peers around, not even for the positive, but for the negative. You need to tell somebody. You need somebody to tell you that
It sucks.
that it fucking sucks. It's like, that's not funny. So it's like, oh,
You guys are good at that.
I don't mean to
but it's only because it's like you're so supportive. It's like I've seen like what you're capable of, and then it's like, oh, what about this? And it's like,
the worst.
you don't waste your time.
Yeah, you know what? I'll say that when I was at the office a while ago, and then Jose, and I was just like talking about the awesome cartoons, and he was like, man, fucking the what was it? The Crackdown one, man, that was garbage, dude. And I was like, really? And he was like, yeah, man, that shit sucked. And I was like, oh. And then I was like, man, I really gotta step on my game. This thing just sucks.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Nobody was like, man, this is garbage, except for like the thousands of YouTube comments.
The worst thing to do would have to be surrounded around yes men. Like, you really want friends. Like, cause like, I know a lot of people, I know artists that are like, but everyone I know says it's good. It's like, yeah, but it's not. And it's like, if I had friends who were like, I made a cartoon, it's like, I like that part where he like jumps. And I'd be like bullshit, like clearly they didn't even fucking like that. They're just trying to like find a part that they remember sort of because it was action-y. But like in those situations, like, you really can't have a yes man. Like, if you're like, fucking tell me if this is funny or not, and you have to legitimately pull them closer to make sure they're listening, and like, okay, it sucks. So, because in those situations, sorry, that might be...
I was really distracted by that too.
Basically,
it looks real. It's straight up like a
legitimately have people who are like... Basically, that's what I said.
You need friends to tell you something sucks. So maybe you get some parents who something sucks, and it's just a good thing to have around. So I agree with you. Michael Jackson.
It's pretty surreal, dude. You look real.
Can you dance?
Oh. Hey.
Yeah. Yo, you had like a showdown last night in a gazebo with another Michael Jackson. I saw that shit from the balcony. Who won? Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll tell you the other guy was sitting.
He's not even alive.
The big red fold. What is that?
What's it?
My question is for Aaron and Rodrigo. What was going through your mind when you made quality time?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Well, the first one, I just wanted to shoot something. I was at Aaron's place, and I was like, dude, let's just do something, right? And we'll end up with someone getting shot, and that's as far as we thought. And then the second one, since we sort of had this structure to the first one, because we went home and we got all this footage.
The quality time formula.
You know, we just sat
time on it.
You know, I took the footage, I was like, well, if we take this, and then this will lead to that, and then there you go. And then, yeah, for the second one, we did halfway think about that one. I mean, you can kind of tell from watching it, but yeah, we want to make more. We gotta have a formula down, so.
Like 700 of them.
Do you have something to say about that?
No.
I'll say that the explosion in the second one was
Wow.
phenomenal. I have no idea how you did that.
That was actually super
And the
important.
fucking dude that supposedly died is sitting right there.
Oh yeah. There's all that.
This guy who did the 3D effects?
But he's still alive. What?
Yeah, no. It's funny because that particular shot, I knew that we had to get that looking pretty real, at least the first time we watched it through, just because that would really freak the shit out of everybody. And yeah, we just worked with this guy who was really good with particle effects, and yeah.
Yes, let's shock the shit out of him.
Yes.
I think my favorite part about that was when we were just when we were on the bikes.
I can't imagine what the neighbors were thinking. I didn't like that.
I did like the smash zoom on your face though. I thought that was perfect.
Yeah, that's key.
Do you remember the guy that was there?
Oh, the douchebag that didn't let us shoot.
He had the button-down shirt and like the sunglasses and his dog. He's like, "Hey, you guys shoot a movie? What's going on?"
Yeah, it's impossible to shoot in LA. People are they're They're assholes.
Yeah, I mean, because like last week there was a crew filming here, and the guy across the street, he wasn't super happy with it, and I mean, you know, you're not supposed to shoot without permit,
I got so pissed, but like, anyway, yeah, I'm glad
and we drove down one block and then filmed the whole
Yeah, we literally went down one more street and did the exact same thing and it worked out. Yeah.
Wait, hold up real quick. Does anybody in here smoke menthol cigarettes? Give me one.
Oh, Hans. Everybody is Hans.
Does anyone here have a lot of cash?
Sorry about that. Yeah, you guys have food and money and
Wow, that worked!
Wow.
League of Legends American Express.
Dude, bring your money!
And Navy Federal Credit Union card.
Put it all on the table and split it, I swear to God.
I don't want your... Whoa, those are...
It was $20.
Here, you can take your cards back.
I don't want it.
What's that fucking Monopoly money?
You're Canadian? I'll pound that. Yeah, let's do it.
Oh, yeah. What kind of money was that?
Yeah, that was Canadian.
Crown.
Oh, British.
You say a Danish pound?
You said a Danish... Yeah, what's up, Pat thing?
Oh, Danish.
Shut up.
She's trying to do a question.
Frederator?
Well, Fred's legit, man. Like he's a cool dude. Like he's as in Fred, right?
It's inevitable, you know, the way things are going.
We talked about Fred. It's not like, no, like, Frederator, those channels, like, I love
Cartoon Hangover.
And those, like, networks, like, Cartoon Hangover is sweet. Like, are you talking about a situation where we were like, we're the new TV?
I'm just saying, like, you know, because, I don't know, like...
I would actually support them in their endeavors.
It's a bold claim. I think a lot of people, I think with the independent studios that make good original stuff, all of us would be psyched to see more of that, but I think it's a bold claim to say that you're going to be the next Golden Age, because the whole market is so volatile, things are changing all the time. They can get bought out by somebody or sell to somebody else. I mean, there's just everything, you know, Titmouse is another great independent one. Oh no, I hate them. But, you know, like I think it's a bold claim, but I think we'd be excited to see that happen. I don't know why they'd be saying that from the top of the mountain though.
Yeah.
I think.
Wait, sorry.
What? So were you on?
Sorry, do you really want to say something?
Yes.
Okay, we'll do it.
I'm sorry. No, go ahead.
No, we're gonna pick that girl who's full of beans.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I wanted to. I think well, like when you make a claim like that, you're kind of coming from like a business perspective, because no artist is that arrogant. Like, I'm pretty sure he was just kind of coming out and being like, "Hey, look at this! Like, this is a big deal." And when you say that to like media outlets and stuff, they treat you like you're a big deal. Like if you're just kind of like, "Oh, you know, I'm just some artist," then they're not gonna care. And the bottom line is he's trying to make it a business, and like honestly, I'm pretty sure like they're not really making a whole lot of money, because like they're spending a lot of money making stuff, and like they're not making a whole lot of it back. Like they don't have a sponsor. I think like the most money they're making is like off of the comics, because like it's a product they can sell. So I guess I wouldn't like. I don't know.
But I think they're doing it smart, because they're building original assets. Like they're building original content, and that kind of stuff takes time. You see a lot of networks trying to bank off of whatever's relevant and popular in the moment, you know, whatever fads are happening. And those things are, you know, they're just as popular as they are stupid a week later. And the fact that these guys, you know, that they are building original shows that are growing loyal audiences, it's a lot more timeless. You know what I mean? Like those characters and those stories. So I think it's a smart business thing that way, not to try to just give in to whatever the YouTube culture of animation and video content is, and to actually create, you know, legitimate audiences. You know,
yeah, totally. I'm with you there, man. Oh yeah, the beans girl.
I was just reminded, Fred Siebert was talking about how much work they put into managing their YouTube channels, and I was wondering how much effort it takes as independent animators to manage your online presence as opposed to the actual work of animation.
Right.
It sucks. It's the worst.
It's probably good if you make stuff occasionally. You present your fucking team. Because like Chris and stuff, like the new like algorithm is like, I mean obviously for animators it's like it's a fucking untouchable like entity.
It's minutes to watch now. It's kind of a big problem for animators.
Yeah, because
it
it's
takes like fucking ages.
Yeah, I mean,
2 minutes.
I don't think anyone here knows what that is, like the algorithm change. Do you? Does anyone understand?
You get more money if you upload more frequently with longer running times.
So let's players
so
take over.
If you're an animator, that's terrible.
Yeah.
Release an animation every 2 months.
Yeah, you make an animation for every few months that's like a minute long, so you make shit.
So basically, so just like, I mean, like you want to maintain people, just do stuff. Like I stream, I try to update Twitter with my streams, you know, usual stream. But it's basically, what it comes down to is, I'm a little disoriented, as you know.
Dude, you drank that whole bottle?
It's gone.
Do whatever, like, you fucking gave like 6 shots out of courteous in my heart. But, I drank like 6 shots after, but,
I think maintaining, like between the actual animation and then maintaining your presence online, I think it depends on, you know, the type of creator you are. There are clearly people that are a lot more involved. Corey, you're done. The way he does it with his streaming is a great way to stay engaged. Just let me finish my sentence. You know, it's a great way for him to stay engaged with his audience because they get to ask questions, they get to see his process. So that's a great way to maintain it while just doing what you do. You know what I mean? Like you're just doing what you're doing, what you normally be doing, except now you're streaming it, now it's interactive, and you can keep your audience tuned in. Ross does it as well.
Yeah.
And then I think just the general, just online presence you have, you know, with social media, whether it's tweeting at your friends and, you know, linking cool things that you see online, friends' videos, pics, or whatever, you know. There's that, just what your normal life is online. Your online life becoming your way as a creator to share more than just your creations, and for them to get to like, you know you and keep that conversation going. Outside of that, yeah, there's a lot more professional ways to do it. There are people that hire people to manage their Twitter and their Facebook and their channels and their ads and their thumbnails and all that kind of stuff because they don't want to deal with that because they're doing so much stuff. So I think it just depends on the kind of creator you are. I think a lot of us, because we're not making videos every week, you know, we're a lot more personable, you know, we do the streams and all that kind of stuff, so, right, so that's kind of like, right, it's about us being who we are, and then this is the content we make, so we just be ourselves, but I do think that there are people that have a hard time managing their huge exploding careers.
There's something else that gets you distant from your fan base as well, like you have to stay in touch with people. There's like 2 huge mistakes that you can make, is to get too distant and to stop producing, because like, well, I mean, obviously, but you'd be surprised. Like, you don't make a cartoon in a couple months, and you lose like 100,000 subscribers. They're like, I'm fucking done.
You're dead.
Like it's a fucking burden to them to just leave a little name on a list, and you're sitting there always like, oh God, I gotta fucking make something. I gotta do something. I gotta stay on top of this and this. It's like,
I mean, people don't really understand that the time basically the animation is always really getting.
That goes back to what I was saying. Yeah, it's like you're not just doing the keyframe, you're doing fucking everything. So it's really
everything.
Give him the microphone.
Well, he
I'm privileged. Okay, so it's like, with animation, it's like everyone, like, for me, I'm doing one currently, and I am doing one, and it's taken a few months, and there's a lot, like, because I'm doing everything. I'm doing the backgrounds, but I'm not doing the audio, but I'm doing the backgrounds, I'm doing the coloring. I could hire people to do in-betweens, and I've hired, like, I got some help from the Worky and Twisted Grin.
we get shat all the time on backgrounds.
Yeah, God, backgrounds, like, you like, even like doing like some fucking squares that are like 2 different colors, and then you're like, oh, that looked easy. And then like 6 hours pass. Like, backgrounds literally take more time than making a fucking person do this. Like, it's crazy how different it is, and you really have to. There's like a saying about like how long you're supposed to expand animation. It's like you do you what is it? It's like you give yourself a week and you give yourself another week, then you times that
yeah,
by 2.
And that's you think how long it's going to take, and then you double it, and then you double that again. And
that's basically, use that saying forever when you want to do it. It's fucking true. Like, you'll be like, I'll get this done, and then like I spent like, God, fucking like 3 days doing one goddamn gym background, and I was just like, are you serious? Are you fucking serious? Like, because I kept fucking up some square or something, because I couldn't get it right, because Flash kept crashing, because it can't handle too much colors, and I can go into fucking Flash problem. I don't want to do that, so I'm running out of fucking...
Stop! Next person. Wait. Oh, I want to say something else. Shit. No, it's really important. Okay, so the thing about being an animator is usually like, not as a rule, but like usually, like you're an obsessive person because like you have to do like a lot of stuff and you want to be like really good at it. When you kind of like introduce this whole like businessy like management aspect to it, it can get like really overwhelming because there's a lot to learn and there's like you never know everything, especially since YouTube is a fucking cloud of mystery that nobody can touch. So like, it's super easy as a creator to like make something and like be really creative, and then suddenly there's this world that you have to kind of like learn about and get obsessed about, and then 6 months later you haven't released a cartoon. And then it's like, well, I've been obsessing over this model, and I haven't been like being a creator, right? So I would say like definitely get somebody to do that for you, and then focus on creating.
Yeah, it's really kind of full circle too. You know how like back in the day, it was like hot shit to have your own website and then you put all your stuff up. Yeah. And then it was just like easier to put it on YouTube or Newgrounds or something like that. And then now, all of those guys are fucking up. Yes, even Newgrounds, they're all fucking up. And then it's like now it's like full circle again and back to making your own websites. It's like that's what everybody's doing now. And you're like back to square one, waiting for YouTube to get their shit together with this Google Plus shit that nobody can fucking understand. Yeah! And then what? And while I'm on Facebook and Twitter, Tumblr doing this thing.
It took the smartest fucking business and the smartest people, like the team of the smartest people, to just fuck up YouTube. It just blows my mind.
Doesn't give a fuck about Google Plus. Like, who doesn't give a fuck about Google Plus? Like, good. Everyone raise your hand. You don't give a fuck about Google Plus. It's like 10 people.
Did we choose you? Blue or EDS?
I don't know. Maybe there's some coming out soon. I'll just say, Corey's making one. And it's coming out really soon. It's way better than mine.
I don't mind hyping it up. I think it's dangerous, but it's me.
I haven't seen any of it. I'm excited to see it though.
Dude, it's fucking Drunk humble Corey. Guys, this is crazy. You guys are so nice. It's my best friends. You're my best friends.
Make it quick. What's up? Okay, so I run a wife. I wish! Other way around. I run a business with my wife. We do graphic design and branding for small businesses and individuals. And that takes up a good portion of my day. So, you know, it's a full-time job, especially when you run your own business.
Yeah. Are you a web designer as well? Because is that like primarily?
That's my kung fu, bro.
Nick.
CSS3, all of you.
Nick, if I was to partake in getting a website, where would I go?
You would not come to me because I'm too busy. So that takes up a good portion of my day, and so I think for me it's kind of, animation is always been on the side, and it's always been like my getaway. You know, like a lot of people, some people want to go play their video games, some people want to go to the bar and watch a football game. I just sit in front of my computer and animate and talk to these guys online. And that's where I...
You don't talk to me?
Well, that's because you're busy flying around the world in your jet.
Besides. Yeah, but I got Skype on my mobile TV. Idiot.
So yeah, that's basically it. So I'm a busy guy, and that's why I've always enjoyed it. You know what I mean? Like I know some people get burned out. It's hard for me to get burned out because it's constantly my getaway. You know, the more difficult it is, the more exciting it is. I do have a hard time sleeping at night because I'm like, wait, how does that frame work? And then I just have to wake up and go upstairs and draw it. You know, but so until it becomes my full-time job, it's you know, it's my safe place, it's my happy place. So.
Just like inadvertently answering a lot of other questions.
I do that.
Like how inspirational.
You're welcome.
Corey, pick a question. From a thing. Black hat?
Black hat?
Yeah, I was going to say that too.
The horns, white horns? Horny hat. Horny hat.
Questions for Chris, but I mean, you guys.
Oh, I see how it is. Cool. Alright.
Thanks for making me the
Blake,
bad
throw
guy.
us in. I'm just kidding.
No, but I'm just curious. I really like the music for Hellbent.
Thank you.
But I just want to know, like, what programs you prefer to do, what's your general setup?
I use Fruity Loops with Contact, and I bought like a fuck ton of samples, and I'd be here all day if I named them all.
Yeah, we actually have a comprehensive list set up on the site.
If you go to you can't go to Sleepy Cabin because it's not up yet, but if you go to hellbenders.tv, go to the FAQ, and then go to How Do I Make My Music, it has the full list with reviews. So, yeah, and prices. Thank you.
That's nice of you. Is there really like reviews?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And you've tried a bunch of different programs. It's not like you just stuck with that one. So I remember online you like tried all these different programs.
Yeah.
I hate this. I want to go back.
Yeah, people always laugh at FL Studio, but that software is fucking amazing. It's so easy to use.
It's so good.
Like, you don't have to like trip around shit like a Reason where it's like you have to like plug cables in.
Snap them in all this music for a battle blocking, man.
I made a couple of songs here. Yeah, like Buckle Your Pants. Like, yeah, that was all FL Studio.
FL Studio is great. Buy it.
And it's reasonably priced, too.
Yeah, it is.
And it's available now. Free in the studio.
I just like it
here. It was a commercial for FL.
I just like it when people put effort into their software. It's the only apart from After Effects, it's the only software I've used that doesn't piss me off ever. It's good.
Yeah, it's really intuitive. You can pick it up in an hour. Just sit with it for an hour, and you'll be making things like, wow, cool.
Yeah.
Cell phone guy right up front, right there. How you doing? Yes, you.
Oh, I think that's great. That's awesome. Anything that I've done that inspires somebody else to do something else is just like, if I farted weird in a grocery store and somebody was like, I made a thing. There's so many dudes now that like I see, and it's like, oh man, like they got their start from like an anime. It's awesome. It's super inspirational.
You just call it night. Just go home.
Yeah, pretty much.
I get it.
Yeah, I don't know, that's great.
Girl in the pink hair.
Cool. Hey. Thank you. Oh, really? What did you say? Do you remember what was really? Oh.
Yeah, I used to do it, but the website is a broken piece of shit.
Oh, use
Vocal.com.
Justin TV with XII is really good.
Okay.
Try that.
Okay.
That's why it's like, and I mean, live stream is,
Yeah, livestream.com sucks balls. It's like 50 people.
fucking horrible, but
Yeah.
you can get like verified, it's really good.
It's shit.
Medium on what you do, but
Give Corey a mic. You should give him a mic.
Yo, I just want to clarify something. I don't want to piss off the people at Vocal, because they're really nice. But yeah, when I used it, it didn't work, but that was like a year ago, so it's probably better.
Well, Vocal's for specific stuff. You can't draw on Vocal. That's like a Q&A class.
It's good for answering questions.
You can, but like it's
all I wanted to say was get XSplit.
XSplit is the reason that, and for anyone who's been on my live streams, it's all branded, so it's got like the rubber ninja branding and all that. You can do that in XSplit. You can even bring in like, you can have like different like templates that you can load in. So yeah, you can have like a different template. Like you can have an animate, like you just say like, I need to go piss. You could hit the I'm going pissing button, and it could be an animation of you like twirling your dick around, and that would just come on the screen. Like it's amazing. You should all get it.
I wanted to stream, but when it comes to animating, I bore myself, so I couldn't imagine anyone wanting to see that. I was thinking about doing a voiceover stream with like...
oh, really?
Yeah, with like, people would like tweet one-liners, and then I would record them for people, and then I would just post it on my site and you could download it.
Say...
No. I'm nervous.
My weenie's so big, I gotta, my weenie's so big, I gotta, that's it.
Yeah, that's it. Yes! Dot wave.
Sweet.
Oh, I didn't know. But yeah, I just thought it would be kind of fun and interactive. I wouldn't want to do impressions and fucking suck at impressions.
I hate you.
No. But yeah, so that would be I think that would be the thing that I would do. Because there's plenty of other guys to watch their streams and animating, and I'm sure it's a lot more fun because they're good.
Yeah, dude, I used to stream all the time, and I don't know, but I really want to get back to it because it was super fun. It was super motivating. I used to do these streams where like I would just take like, it was like 4,000 by 4,000 square in Photoshop, and I'd just be like, let's fill it. What do you want me to draw? And then, yeah, somebody would be like, I don't know, Chopin with a big weenie. And it's like, cool, got it. And then I'd do it.
Yeah. Shakes you out of your butt. It's like a little handful of Skittles. Green bottle.
Come on, man. No, it's okay. Yeah. It's very soon. Another one very soon. And then like semi-regularly, it should be coming out. I know I curse myself by saying these things, but we're working on it. We're working hard. Actually, Barry's helping.
Blue guy. Yeah. I think we're all self-taught.
Yeah. I finished high school. I don't think Aaron did either.
Actually,
Yeah. I dropped out second year.
like I was always looking at people's like animations and stuff, and I was like, and cool, I don't know if anybody knows that guy. He does like really weird fight scenes. He's really good at it, but he like introduced me to like animes. He says, you know, animes do a certain like style, and I like was like, really they work, because I used to do threes only. I never did like anything else, and then I learned that there's like a slowdown effect. And then Harry actually sent me one of his whips. I was like, oh. And
Can you explain what threes are to the audience?
Like this one.
Yeah, well, it's like animation. I think, like, I don't know if I can explain it the best as like Matt, because Matt's really good at stuff. You want to do it? Yeah.
So like, usually animation is like,
you're all really nice. Hi. So like animation's usually shot at 24 frames a second for all you non-animating people. And you know, you don't have time to like draw 24 frames every second sometimes. So you hold the frame for another second, and that's called animating on twos because you're holding it for 2 frames. And you do a little longer than that.
So that's 12 drawings per second.
Yeah, and then threes is like a little bit longer, which is like wholly acceptable in anime, because anime is like super still and not movie a lot. Yeah.
It's acceptable in normal animation too.
What?
It's not just anime, it's everything.
Well, think about it. What other things shoot on threes?
You know, my cartoons.
Come on, you're a little bit better than him.
Oh, come on, man. You not like anime?
You know my name. Thank you. Thank you.
You mean your real name?
Well, you said Matt, right? You muttered Matt, maybe?
He said
no.
man.
Oh.
Oh, man. Yeah, I said man.
Oh, it's just any like kind of sounds like.
There's a red light on, man.
What?
There's a red light on. Your time's done.
Sorry.
Thank you. I was gonna say, you can get away with animating on. I'm gonna wait for that to finish. You can get away with animating on 3s and 4s if you have really, really strong posing, which I think is something that Spaz is really good at.
Dude, you can animate on fucking 15s if you get good poses.
Yeah, because your mind sort of fills in the gaps. You know?
Okay,
You can't just eat his mouth. I can expect somebody back there to hear it.
Tie it to his neck.
Okay, so, like, if you can make an animation look good within 3 frames, like 1, 2, 3, so it's like you have beginning, middle, and end, then you know, like, you have a kind of fluid animation, then you just put in-betweens between there. And that's typically, like, what I try to do. Like, if I can take an animation and put it with the beginning, middle, and end thing, and that's kind of like a thing, like, going back, I kind of want to go back into, like, tutorials, because I did one, and they were, like, super vague, and I was possibly drunk, I'm assuming, because they were...
Possibly? I'll say probably.
I've actually learned a shit ton. Like, I've learned, like, mundane things, like clearing your cache of, like, your Ghost data so your flash files can be, like, a fucking 200 megabytes smaller, and, like, I learned how to mask and change colors, like, ignite them for all your layers and stuff. I learned that all, like, from fucking Stamper. I'm like, this sucks. And Stamper's like, Control F, for colors.
Yeah, but
oh, okay, cool.
Kind of going back to the posting, like the Japanese do that, right? They won't animate on the 2s.
Oh yeah.
They just have like really fucking awesome storytelling poses.
Yeah, dude, they'll do like action sequences on 4s.
Necessarily not no 2s.
Because your mind just fills it all in. Do you guys, any of you guys know the Dova Bear animations? Okay, so that's by the Bows, and he's like a perfect example, I think, of someone who really understands like the right. He's in LA. Anyways, he does really, really great poses, and if anyone's curious, if you haven't seen the cartoon and you're like, wow, this is a really boring conversation, if you guys go watch it, you'll see exactly what it is, because it just makes sense when you see it. It looks like a good cartoon, but he like animates with on like the 5s or the 6s and some of that shit, but it's just those poses are just right. He knows which frames to draw, rather than like me, I'm just scrambling, like, I'm just gonna keep drawing until I think it makes sense. You know, like clearly someone who knows what the hell they're doing. He works for DreamWorks? What does he work for?
What's his name?
Bowers.
Oh, Joe Bowers, yeah. He still works for him.
Yeah, the one
he like sat right next to me. It was funny because we met and we're both like, oh, you like Diagrams? Yeah, me too. And that was it. Yeah, he does the Dova Bear stuff. He's really good.
Yeah.
He's making a Breaking Bad cartoon right now, which is going to be like insane. Yeah, he's got a really funny sense of humor. Yeah.
Okay. Sonic, why are you, not you again, but why are you putting your hand up against something? Sorry, I'm not being mean to you. Anyway, okay. I'm gonna take the paper. Yeah, you, yeah.
Oh, that's what I was gonna call on. Sweet.
Give him a mic. Ross, give him a mic.
Take the mic when you're talking to people. Speak to it. It amplifies the voice so people can hear you in the room. Corey!
Seriously?
You know what? You keep the mic and then Ross, you take it from him.
I'm gonna take this mic.
Alright, Ash?
Please, Corey, continue.
Because you didn't notice I'm drunk! So, you know, making me laugh like a fucking idiot. Anyways. Yeah, actually, I kind of wanted to break more into, because I like the concept and the original idea, like, I did this mashup and I was like, because I did a superhero, and I'm like, Power Trip's actual existence was because I was bored one day and I was like, what if I made a cartoon about a guy looking at the sun? And it was like, he was originally just going to look at the fucking sun and die. And it was like, that's predictable. And so I built off that, and literally me and Zach were sitting in a fucking room, and it was like the stupidest shit. Like, the dude has cancer, and then he like flips the fucking, the doctor's tie over, and he's like, we sound like a dork. And he like opens the door, and like everyone like looks really cool, and he gets like award. And
I really like that animation because it's almost indescribable. It's more of an experience than it is a cartoon.
The entire existence of that cartoon was completely ad-libbed. It was not. It was just like, okay, so now I need a superhero situation, and Smash Bros. Existence was completely based off of I need to put a button because people are going to be obsessed with homosexual.
Just curious, who did the voices of the strippers in that cartoon? I'm just curious.
Speaking of which,
did you do the voices for the girls, Stan?
Yeah, he did.
So how do you feel about like turning on like a whole bunch of guys
with
their vocal cords?
Yeah, while you're jerking off, just remember my face.
Yeah.
Basically, after I got back from MAGFest, I'm like, I gotta release a cartoon. So I did. So it took about 3 months to finish the cartoon. And when it was out, I kind of like the concept of Smash Bros. I had this idea where it was like some like superheroes that were really shitty, like stupid ones. Like there's this guy who's like, there's a fire, and he's like the fast walker who can't get there in time. He's a fast walker. Like dumb shit like that was gonna be like the superhero tropes, and there was gonna be like a bunch of really horrible fucking superheroes that live in this like hotel because they can't afford a Batcave or something. And like the first episode was going to be like something. I think Stamper said like these superheroes want to pinch your ass, and like Captain. What the fuck is his name? Crash?
Yeah, there you go.
It's been a while. Captain Crash like wants to stop that, and it was like I kind of want to make that, and also I wanted to make Professor Science, which is originally based off Steve Brule. Nobody knew that, but because I love Steve Brule, and I wanted to make a cartoon based off that. That's where Professor Science came from, and I wanted to make a cartoon from that, but I never really did. So I definitely will do more of that, but currently I really just want to make a fucking cartoon. So I gotta get this one done I'm currently doing, which I'd say has about 2 weeks. Not bullshitting, I actually have about a few weeks left on it. And then after that I went to that doctor when I uploaded my update video. Huh? Yeah, there's gonna be like an adult version, and that's probably gonna be for my thing from now on, like since I've been collaborating with Shad, I'm gonna start doing stuff for his place, and I'm also gonna be doing stuff for my place. So basically, that's the general idea. So 2014 was a lot of really fucked up shit. Woo! I gotta pee.
You got me so angry I had to pee too.
Just get up and walk away.
Pee in the bathroom, dude. On the bottle.
I'm sorry, I broke the seal. I don't know if you want to fucking pee.
Pee in the bottle. Drink it.
Pee, man.
It's a fancy bottle.
Yeah, pee in the fancy bottle.
Chris, do you want to pick a question?
Chris, pick a question.
Sure. Holy shit, there's so many. Guy with hair.
Yeah. Hey.
Oh, thanks. Newgrounds is awesome. If you guys get a chance, go to Newgrounds.
Newgrounds is great, but it's not what you guys think. We're like, oh god, guys, but it's like, it's not like that.
The truth is that the money wasn't there. Sorry, it wasn't. And a lot of time, you know, you spend hours
Gave me chocolate
on something.
Hey, this guy gave us chocolate. Say thanks. What is your name? Leo? No way.
That's appropriate.
Thank you, Leo, for the chocolate.
Yeah, to clarify real quick, you know, it's you hear me like, yeah, even Newgrounds is fucking up. This sounds like really bad, right? But this is kind of like a thing where it's like we basically all met there, and there's no end to how good you want it to be. And when it doesn't get there, it's like, why? You know, YouTube fucks up, whatever. This happens, and then you handle that. But like, yeah, Newgrounds is like kind of a special place for all of us. Like, I wouldn't know Ego, I wouldn't know any of these fucking guys. I wouldn't know half of the fucking audience probably.
Yeah, it's a really special community on the internet, just because there was a sense of acceptance with whatever you did. Like, you kind of felt like you could try whatever, and there was a freedom in that, you know. Versus, I think YouTube is I mean, it's obviously a very different place. You know what I mean? Like, in terms of like when you brainstorm, But I'm just speaking for myself here. I think, yeah, it's a really healthy, positive, supportive community at Newgrounds. Mostly artists, so.
At the same time, it was like, this shit was like, it would cut, like when the bad stuff came in. Cause like on YouTube, it's like whatever, like I don't know you, but then on Newgrounds, like, there would be people you like respect, and they'd like fucking tear you to shreds, and you'd be like, oh my god.
But see, I think that's healthier, like, because usually it was constructive criticism. You know, you had one shot to leave a review.
Like sometimes, but like sometimes it felt personal. Like
they make animations about you and shit.
Yeah.
As far as the state of it, I think that they've been making a lot of updates. The player is now HTML5, so you can like listen to audio from your phone. They've been updating a lot of the videos to be not just Flash, so you can watch them on your phone. And there's other things in the works that we can't talk about, but they are, I do believe that they are planning to come back, and I really hope that once they have the infrastructure in place, you know, I'd be happy to post there a lot more often and to get
just speaking again for myself, like I'm not on YouTube now because I don't like Newgrounds anymore. It's just a matter of incentive. Like, there's ads now on YouTube, and we try to make a living off of that. So, you know, we got bills to pay now.
It's like Newgrounds is great. Like I wouldn't say shit, but it's like when it comes down to it, we got shit to do. We gotta get shit done. So we have to do the best thing. And I know Newgrounds is great, like to that point. But we can't hang around Newgrounds because, but there's still the community there. It's just that there's a voting between making like 100. Like for the most part, I think like it was just like getting ads to work was such a fucking hassle, and it was just like the API system was just like, oh god, I don't want to kill myself. But it was just like when doing with YouTube, it's like, oh, I upload a fucking video and there we go. So there's a difference in that sort of I'm gonna say algorithm in the wrong sense of what the fucking it is. So I'm gonna stop.
I like Newgrounds. Yeah, we met. It's special.
Alright. Fruit snacks. I want to hear fruit snacks. I brought you guys fruit snacks. You fucking held it up, and it's really fruit.
Why didn't we call on you like an hour ago? They should have just thrown it up here. Thank you. What's your name? Jacob. Thank you, Jacob.
Thanks, Jacob.
What are you doing, Jacob?
I don't care.
We're gonna find out, guys. We're all dead. Oh my goodness. Come to the last animation. Give me
Okay, I'm gonna call.
Thanks again.
The spiky, is that the World of Warcraft or is that League of Legends? I don't know.
When you make something, how do you get noticed in a positive way, and how do you grab it?
What was that last thing you said?
What attracts attention? How do you grab an audience?
Here's the thing about that, is that like, you know, people who make like parodies and shit catch a lot of slack because they're not making like original content or whatever. But like we don't have advertisers or like people put our shit on billboards and commercials and stuff. So that's the only way we have to advertise ourselves is to make a cartoon about something else that's already like, because you see a cartoon that's like the quest of the giant sleigh or something, and it's like, what the fuck is that? But then you see like Mario jumps on a dude, you're like, ah, alright, I know Mario, like that. And then when you like start to build a fan base with like parodies and shit, then you can I mean, that's just one way to do it. I'm just speaking from experience.
Yeah, I try to switch off between parody and original stuff now, just because at some point I'd like to sort of wean off of that and just, you know, make up my own characters or whatever.
Yeah,
but I do see the value in like...
We don't really want to do that, but...
there's a reason I made Mario Poops about, you know, because I was like, well...
Well, I was actually talking about Dan 16 friend. He said that a good example is that a lot of actual really famous bands started as cover bands of other bands, and I think that holds true to like what a lot of us started off doing. That's bad.
Yeah. I mean, the truth is, as much as we want to make original content, it kind of kills a little bit, especially when you're not huge, but you have a growing audience. You feel kind of motivated to create something original because you believe you have this following. And then you create an original piece and, you know, it gets 50,000 views in 2 weeks, and then you literally make a cartoon about Pokemon and a freaking fart, and it gets over 500,000 in a week. You know, it's just like, really? Whatever. No, it's a fart joke, so I'm okay with this. But no, it's just kind of like, really? But that's the truth. That's how it ends up being. So as far as getting that attention, and then the other way to get great attention is to just be a supportive community member. So when we comment on each other's videos and like each other's videos, though you shouldn't favorite them, because if you like favorite them, it puts them in that weird playlist, and then like you can't even see it. Stupid. Yeah, so don't ever favorite each other's videos. But yeah, so basically just, you know, talking about and being supportive is a great way to attract that attention. It goes into that little playlist icon in their feed, but there's like all the favorites. So you don't even see the freaking video sometimes.
So you're supposed to like it?
No, we'll talk about it.
Okay, that's good.
There's a master room somewhere. Go pee with Aaron. Go follow Aaron. Go pee right here. Go pee on Aaron. Are you guys serious? Okay. It's 21 minutes.
Okay, some questions.
You guys gotta wait like 20 minutes, really?
It's alright. Headphones. This is what they all came for.
Eagle Raptor, leaving the building to pee.
Headphones. I was literally half expecting like 80% of you to all stand up and follow him out to the bathroom. I'm glad you did. Don't do it. Don't do it. Alright, we got a question here.
Hans, how do you not die?
Yes.
Oh, you're talking about...
He's right there.
He's right there.
He's right there. Yeah, I'm actually kind of not stupid.
Wait a second, he's...
Oh, thanks. Ew. Wow.
Thank you.
Oh, thanks.
Not trouble, but more like just kind of disagreements in contract.
Someone help me.
I know, right? Sorry.
They made a studio.
That's what we're trying to do now at Sleepy Cabin. We're starting up a little kind of an office, and we're just gonna try and work together to pump shit out faster. And because we're all three, we all trust each other, we're gonna try and grow it hopefully, and just keep pumping out the stuff that we like. That's it. Yeah.
That fucking killed me, dude.
Sorry.
That was my favorite thing so far.
Yeah, that's the thing. No one here thought it was funny, but all of you guys thought it was funny.
Yeah, I lost my shit.
Sorry.
How it goes from like Congo music into Zelda.
Yeah, I was just like making the music, and I was like, how do I end this? And I was like, dun 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 dun. And then yeah. Sorry for like pissing everyone off on my YouTube all the time.
Yeah, Chris.
Sorry.
Come on. We should do one closer to that.
He's gonna get you.
Waving hand girl. Yeah. Yes, you. Or you are not a girl. I was talking about the lady next to you, but yeah, you can talk. Oh, she was just getting attention for you. What's up? What? Annoying YouTube trends, guys, go. Oh, Jesus.
Thank you. I'm in a panel right now on the phone with you. I have to hang up.
Annoying YouTube trends. Come on, we'll talk about this all day long.
Oh, God. Fucking.
Yeah, it was the whole like. It's like the YouTube trends. If I'm trying to think like what exactly is YouTube trends, I'm like fucking all in there. Stuff.
I miss the days
You mean like memes and shit?
I guess that's a YouTube, that is a trend. Yeah, there's lots of trends.
Lots.
Confessional vloggers who don't know what the hell they're talking about, that's a trend I don't like.
I don't have a problem with like fortune, you bring up that, but it's like I don't have a problem with that because it's like, you know, with all the good, like there is like really good boards and stuff on there, I can support that, but like, in general, I'm not really a huge fan of referential memes and stuff, because it's like, when I see like reaction face, I'm just kind of like, oh, he's forever alone, so he's alone, I get it.
Took the easy way out.
You've seen that, you know the face means that, so it's like the joke means that he's alone, so when I see that, I just think that you can honestly just have a butt fart and probably laugh.
Yeah, like, I think a lot of us here are always trying to sort of create versus pander, and that type of stuff just, you know, puts us off. Yeah, I mean, I like how like Chris in particular is always drawing like a new weird face and sort of generating new stuff like that. So yeah, whenever we see like a meme face, we just kind of
just look in the mirror.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I think that you know, it's easy to, when I get frustrated with these trends, whether it's like the meme faces or, you know, bad Let's Players and all this kind of stuff, like whatever it's like super popular. I fucking hate you so much.
I can see why people like them, so I'm not gonna like dog on them because people like that. If you like that stuff, it's fine.
Right.
It's like that's your thing.
What I was saying was, as content creators, where we spend a lot of time making like original content and all that kind of stuff, I think part of me is jealous, and I'm happy to admit it. I don't want to be, but it happens that somebody can do these, you know, really popular, trendy things, and they get a bazillion views, and there's just a bunch of clapping monkeys, and that's fine, whatever. And they're making a lot of money and smoking big Cuban cigars in their jacuzzis, and that's, you know, but that does frustrate me because it's like, really, is that it? Is that all you have to do that? And then, you know, you kind of have to fight through that.
Yeah, but you know what? That shit gets buried like a month
It does.
later.
It's so done. It gets done.
Like even shit like Gangnam Style, people are like, oh yeah.
What the fuck is that now? Now it's all about the
It's like
Fox.
6 billion views.
That's right. And then they forget about it. Absolutely.
My sister got a Gangnam Style t-shirt for Christmas, and I was like, no.
And then you punched her.
No, it wasn't, it didn't say Gangnam Style, I forget. It was shit.
Can you imagine someone got like a Gundam style tattoo? Like they were just so wrapped up in the hype of the moment. You know shit somebody did. Somebody had to have gotten a Gundam style tattoo. Or like a Harlem Shake back tattoo or something.
So Michael Jackson has a question?
Dude,
Michael Jackson, what's your question?
I got those two things mixed up. Harlem Shake and Gangnam Style. Just got a Harlem Shake t-shirt.
Oh.
Yeah.
Your head would explode.
Titties, butts, farts. Oh, finish your question.
The Ferdinand.
What would it be?
What would it be?
If we were to all collaborate together, we would do an animation panel. Right in front of you.
Do you mean like a live action movie or like animated or? That'd be fun to do live action, man.
Yeah, the thing about animation,
Who said that?
like, we all have different styles, and trying to make a feature to match, which wouldn't happen. So yeah, maybe the live action thing would be fun.
Yeah. Well, it's like the Mass Effect thing. Why would you do shit like that? That was super fun. You can all do your own thing, and then you get a live action thing entitled.
I agree.
Vaughn is balls.
I like balls.
Yeah, if we're telling a story for that long, we all have such different styles.
That's what I meant. Like telling stories about something overall.
Okay.
Alright, there's still lots of hands, guys.
Let's do the Rating Hat Red Hat.
Yo, we got like 15 minutes left, right?
Guy in the chair.
Yukis.
Emily Yukis. Sorry, I just asked I got a question. What's up? Hey man. What's up? The best at what?
Dude, just do a lot of it.
Just do it. I mean, there's animators that do it, then, you know, drawing's not their strength. I mean, it's like really funny stuff.
Do you want to make funny stuff?
Control Z.
Undo.
Yeah, I guess just keep at it. No problem.
Yeah, I think, you know, you don't have to be a great artist, I think, to make content that, you know, resonates with people. there's plenty of videos that, you know, they don't look like professional studios drew them, but it you know, either has heart or it's funny or, you know. So I think if you make something that you care about and you keep making it, there is an audience for it. There's always going to be other people that just need to see it.
That glowy thing, that caught my eye. It's cheating. It's cheating.
Oh god, I was on Skype with Zach, and then, oh no, this is what happened. I was watching Dragon Ball Z, and Vegeta was being all like, ugh, and I was like, and I was just sitting there, and I was like, ugh, and I was like, whoa, and I was like, I want to Skype to Zach, and I was like, dude, look what I can do. I am Vegeta. And Zach was like, dude, make him say, I am real Super Saiyan. And I was like, yes, and I made a really quick one, and I sent it to him, and he's like, yes, and we were like, yes, and then I was like, I'm gonna make this longer. Yeah. And we kind of all wrote the script over Skype and Google Docs, and I just, yeah, made it in like, I made the first one in like a week, and I made the second one in like fucking 3 months or some shit.
You know what is funny about the scripts that Oni sends? Is he actually writes them like they're, like the way they talk. Like, it would be like, Den Goku make the funny face. So when I was reading the script, I had no idea, but I was like, is he serious? Like, I don't, and then I had to call him twice. I was like, do you really want me to say this line? Like this? Because I can't tell, because half of the instructions are also bizarre lines. Seriously, like he makes a poopy face or something. Like, just like, what?
It gets me in the mood better.
It works, I love it.
Hey, that's that. Who wants to go?
Sword guy.
I know. I got 2 quick questions. The first one's for Rico. As far as the Star Bomb animations, is one of them Castlevania? And if it isn't, please make them.
No, one of them isn't Castlevania. We didn't know that would be the favorite song.
Awesome.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
And the second one's actually for Stanford in relation to the Battle of Peter narrator voice.
Yeah.
It seems like you use that in other places. Did you just come up with that because you were just like messing around, or was it like something you...
Well, see, that's the thing. It's like, I'm not a voice actor. I have this voice, I have this voice, and that's pretty much it. So, like, the big cat's like, he voices an old man, and like, he does the same thing, and it's like, I have 2 voices. Like, you watch like Fairy Wish Prince, sounds exactly like Babylon Theater, because it's all I got. The only difference there is that's how I change the buzz. Babylon, because I get fired. That's about it.
You can do a pretty legit old lady though.
What?
You can do a legit.
Hey, you do this? Like the old Jewish woman. Got some coupons, right?
And you can do James's voice really good for Pokemon.
Oh, we do that all the time. And it's like, oh, we're out of cheese. Oh. So did I? Damn it! It's the thing that you're holding up right there. All right, this question for all you guys. I went to our school for years, like drawn. But if you want to get interested in visual media, mainly of course like Flash or Photoshop or something, what's the transition like? You download it and then you do it. Yeah, you don't even think about it. It's like you see somebody's cartoon, it's like, I could maybe try that.
Get a subscription to lynda.com and just learn all this stuff. It's really easy if you use Lynda. That's what I've been doing, and it's like fucking, it's amazing. It's this website for tutorials. You pay like $50, and then you got the entire website. You click on a tutorial, and it spoon feeds you. It's
Are you using it for mine?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I learned more on Lynda in 1 day than I learned in 2 years of college.
Does it do ZBrush as well?
Yeah, it does everything.
I think
so please visit lynda.com today. Since only $19.95.
It's good.
I think it makes sense
Studio.
because with school, no matter how cutting edge a school is, there's a process by which they have to approve their syllabus and their classes and the things that they're going to teach. And things are moving so fast with the digital media that you know, by the time they get the green light for their class of 2014 schedule, that shit's out of date. Like, and it's not exactly like that, but I think fundamentals are something that I would go back to college and really love to learn from someone I, you know, respect. But I think if you could do both at the same time, that transition, I think it happens now. Like while you're in school and you're learning fundamentals, you go home and you make internet videos or just watch other internet videos and see, you know, how people are putting things together, because you're gonna learn very different things. You know what I mean? When we see the go and stuff, that shit is just amazing, you know, and I respect the hell out of it, but it is a totally different animal than what we do.
You know, it's everybody, that question came out longer than mine. The answer came out longer than my answer, but I think that, this is starting to sound really arrogant. The thing, just do it! That's all I gotta do. Because there's this all explanation, right? And then this gets overwhelming, and then you're like, what do I do? Like, oh, Linda, I can't, and then, oh, I don't wanna, and you gotta sign it. Just fucking download a trial and just do it. That's all it takes.
It's just logging in the hours.
That stuff's later.
I'll say that, like, it'll just, like, you won't even be thinking about it. I'll say that you shouldn't be doing it the day you don't want to. That makes sense. Like, you should just do it and not even think about it. But...
yeah, get a Cintiq.
Whatever, man. Cintiqs is such bullshit. I'm still on the Wacom. I guess everybody here is using it.
I love myself on my Cintiq. I'm sorry.
It's all Wacom.
I've never heard that.
Little intros, like, so whatever.
I can't even put my pants without my Cintiq.
We got 5 minutes left. Yo, we got 5 minutes left, just so you guys know.
Thank you. It's okay.
There's like so much in it.
I saw it.
It's pretty good.
I remember showing you some of it in Denny's one day. I'm like, hey, check this out.
You ate and watched that?
Are you saying like the Game Grumps porn, or?
Yeah, the one you made.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, hey!
That reflects in your work, too. You shit.
Oh, yeah.
Twisted. It's okay.
Probably the same.
It's 90% self-loading.
A lot of self-loading, yeah. Quite a lot of it.
You wouldn't be doing this if you didn't hate yourself.
I'd say you hate it until you put it up, basically, until you see everyone's reaction to it.
Yeah, I think rather than in the terms of the extremes of I hate myself and this is the worst thing ever and I'm the best, this is the best thing ever, if you can just kind of, if you can water it down a little bit and bring it closer to the middle, like I can do better and this is, I'm proud of what I did, you know? Like just make it more reasonable. Of course it's hard.
Yeah, make it for you. You know, if anybody likes it on, you know, after the fact, that's just a bonus. But either way, it's like, you know, you just made it for you. You'll find your audience, and I guess we found our audience, and there's part of it over there.
Alright, well, watch the game for before we get back.
Oh, I will. Make sure you do that.
Two more questions. Two more.
When you guys first started animating, did you do it just for like to draw some butts and flash?
Yeah, basically, I just wanted to get
Nice background shirt.
Alright.
Shit from boards. I don't get you good.
I mean, a lot of people start with those types of things, like, oh, voice actors, they make funny voices in the shower with their friends, or actors, they, you know, they do funny scenes and all that kind of stuff.
In the shower
With their friends. Porn, you know, you're like filming yourself having sex all the time, and you're like, I might as well get paid for it.
When I say phones, you could have 3 people. Oh, that one's got titties. Yeah, pick that one.
Was that Dr.
Oh, wait, sorry. We got a 3-way. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
You guys should ask each other.
Ask each other.
See what happens. No. No, okay. No. Sorry, I was asking. You talk now, you talk later, and then I think, I don't know how many more questions we got. What's up?
Yes.
I was doing the show with Stanford. I guess it's like offensive at this point. I don't like it, but it was like offensive. Like it was pretty bad. Like,
Be very careful what you say.
There was like sitting on glass bottles, like possibly. If you've heard that said.
Oh yeah, when's that coming out, dude?
Cool enough?
I mean, I did that. That was my voice on that one.
It was.
What the fuck?
It was like this show, basically. It was called Cool Show. Essentially, all it was just like the absolute, like, most fucked up shit you could ever think. Like, I was like, what legitimately is frowned upon? And I went through like a list of things. And I'm like, I'm gonna animate something weird with all of these. And I made like 8 skits, and they were like, I don't know, like I put them. I was like, dude, I don't know. Like, even for me, this is kind of fucking.
What was it? The kids being each other. One was helping old lady across the street jerking off on her.
Was a guy fucking his new dog.
What could go wrong with that? It's the perfect recipe.
A little like.
I think they're good.
I don't know, dude. They were intense, but it's like at this point they're like 2007, so they're kind of like old looking.
I still like to see it.
But they were fucked up.
And you know, part of it, besides us backing off, now YouTube, you know, they police that shit pretty hard. And so, you know, when you get those strikes, when you get your 3 strikes, you're done, your channel goes down, you're blacklisted, you're finished. You have to close that channel. You can't just go, I mean, yeah, you can get some of the strikes off while you have them, but if you get the 3 strikes and your channel goes down, it's done. So, you gotta be more careful.
And then the guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. For me, it's definitely comedy. Like, animation is just like the vehicle
Yeah, it's
to get it there. And like, you know, you dabble in like live action stuff like that. You know, people have shitty days at work. They just want to come home and laugh every now and again. You know? So I feel like that's kind of like our job. So I would actually consider more of us like comedians. Well, I mean, granted, they're like really talented people, but I would think that first and foremost, it's like comedy first. At least for me, I'm speaking for a lot of people. I know like Aaron's got serious shit that he's working on. He's got a couple of serious shit. At the same time, he's like, to me a comedian first and foremost.
It's got comedy. Like, at least for me, like, there's always gonna be comedy. Like, no matter where. Like, I'm not gonna make something like fucking Darren Aronofsky where like somebody dies at the end. Well, actually, that's
shoot heroin.
Yeah.
Why am I watching this?
So there's always gonna be like at least characters that are being funny with each other or something.
Yeah, I always think for internet stuff, I do comedy, but I'd like to eventually at some point make like a short to kind of throw around, you know, film festivals and stuff. So that'd probably be a little more serious. But yeah, I mean, it's fun to just make people laugh on the internet.
Yeah, no, I mean, doing serious stuff is nice. I mean, I remember I did, do you guys know MAGFest tunes? They did Pikachu and Acid.
Yep.
I used to live in Perth, Western Australia, and he did as well. We actually knew each other. We still know each other, obviously. But we actually entered a competition, and we made this cartoon called Orange a while back. It was like super serious, but like, I actually really like it. Even to this day, most stuff I look back on, I'm just like, I fucking hate this. But like, that specific cartoon, I'm still pretty fond of it. And it's a serious cartoon, so I don't know.
Like I said, I still want to do something kind of like what you did with Bob. Like I legitimately, the idea of Bob, just like doing something like angular and crazy and shit. I really want to do something like that.
I mean,
Because I love like fucking like the whole like style, like those animes, like Red Line and Green Leaves. They do like really crazy like line work and shit. And it's fucking sweet, and I want to do that.
Yeah.
But that's all
I would love to use the comedy stuff to do something more quote-unquote serious. And when I say serious, I don't mean like, wow, this is like really boring about politics. I do, you know, like Avatar. Like, a dream would be to create, or at least be a part of, a series of that caliber of adventure and, you know, lots of cool characters and stories and all that kind of shit. And yeah, there's a couple of jokes here and there, but I don't consider myself particularly funny. I love to tell stories.
Oh, horseshit!
It's fucking.
You look so handsome.
Dude, I think we gotta end it.
Do we?
Yeah.
Yep.
Well,
Aaron didn't answer yet. Oh, sorry.
Go answer it quick.
He did. Wrap it up.
Wrap it up, Chris.
You want to
The end.
Thank you guys for listening. You guys are awesome.
I think there's a sign-in now or something.
I don't know where it is.
Find out.
We're doing a cycle of find out.
Find out where it is.